Hello everyone and welcome to SlatorCon Silicon Valley 2025. We're joined here by Prady Modukuru, the co-founder and CEO of Sync. Welcome to SlatorCon.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here.
Obviously Sync is a innovative provider of lip sync technologies. So for those of people who are watching us maybe think that lip sync is still very, not particularly advanced, I'm wondering if you could give us a lowdown on what you guys do at Sync and how advanced lip sync has come in the past couple of years.
The past couple of years especially has been probably the most advancement in the history of the field. So, to just give you some context, in the beginning, we would have to train these very specific small models. You can think of it similar to natural language and how we had to think of you used to have one little model to do every single natural language task. That's how it used to be. It turns out that when you build a more generalized model, like something that's larger, that can do more than just one task, you can leverage this world knowledge that you learn and it starts to adapt. So like previously, you would have to go and train, like if I wanted to edit you, I would have to go and fine tune a model on just you. Yeah. And in the beginning, it was like I would need hours and hours of footage of you to do that. That came down over time, and as you build more of a world knowledge in these models, then today I don't even need any footage of you at all in order to be able to edit you. In zero shot, we can do it, and I don't need to see you, for example, I don't need to see you at a side angle. I don't need to see you doing every single phonetic that's available to every language. We can learn from millions of speakers and we can generalize it. I just need a small amount of context of you, about a second and a half. And I can predict how you would say something in another language.
Yeah, that's super interesting, because one thing is doing that monolingually, another thing is doing that multilingually, right? And how does AI do that? Because everyone's lips are different, everyone's face is different, the way people speak is different. Obviously, different languages have different, labelization. So with just a couple of seconds video, how does that work? How demystify that for us a bit?
Well, it's a little bit of a misnomer, right? So we learn across millions of speakers, across, almost 100,000 hours of footage. So we can learn these patterns across a lot of different languages, and it turns out that there are only certain sounds that we can make as humans. And the shape of the mouth that we make and the sound that we make are very closely correlated across the majority of languages. So there are some languages where it breaks down. If you can learn these fundamental representations, then you can, and with a small amount of context, some personality traits from you. So within a small amount of video, I can learn, one, your identity, but two, some things about your behavior, like how you actually pronounce things, like your style is what we call it. And taking this style and taking this world knowledge, we can then predict exactly how you're going to say something.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty fascinating. I've seen the videos you guys do as well, and it's incredible how seamless it looks. It's just incredible how we've gone from, lips that don't look like they are perfectly aligned to something that's really quite seamless. So how is this being adopted? Who's actually buying this service, and what kind of industries or what content types?
So actually last week we just released a new model. This is the first one that is studio grade, you can say. So it'll work, it's seamless, and it also works on up to 4K, and it preserves color depth. It does a lot of things that we couldn't do before. The first, very interesting to us, is the biggest adopting industry has been marketing, so advertising and marketing. And I think it makes sense because when there's a dollar value associated with something, then it's very easy to adopt the new technology. So yes, taking a video, making it available in every language, in every region, and every market is very valuable. The second piece is also very interesting, which is if lip sync basically just lets you change what someone says in a video. So now when you have an ad, you can now produce 10 different variations of it. So you can copy test. Those 10 different variations can go to different regions. Maybe those 50 variations can actually just go to 50 different people, and you can personalize an ad for them.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think, so we spoke earlier about this, and you were saying that, lip syncing may be what we consider the past as black and white content, and maybe in the future, without having lip sync, is what is the same kind of perception, right? I think it's really interesting.
You show someone a movie, let's say a foreign movie, international film, and you show them what it feels like when you can't actually tell the difference that it was international film, and then you show them something that's like a traditional dub. You're just never gonna go back.
Yeah.
But until they see that, it's like I'm living in black and white color TV, like black and white TV, and until you show them color, the whole game changes, right?
I love that. So where do you think this is going? What's the future for lip sync? Do you think it's going to explode exponentially, or do you think there's still more work to do on the foundational models? I don't know what your thoughts are of where the future is going with this.
There's a lot more work to do. The thing is, like, when you solve one problem in a video, so for example, the first thing that grabs your attention in a bad dub is the lips don't match up. And like, as humans, we're wired for these things. Like, the uncanny valley is a real thing. Millions of years of evolutions have trained us very instinctually to see and understand like how a person is behaving. So you solve for lips. Now the next thing is, in another language, there's two directions. So one, the target language can be shorter or longer. So now we have to learn how to actually adapt the video to be intelligently extended or intelligently shortened in order to really solve this problem end to end. The second piece is, once you solve for the lips, then in different languages we have like in tone, or we emphasize different parts of the sentence differently. So now, like, the eyes, when they don't match the words that I'm saying, or if like the facial expressions that it just doesn't match up, we need to solve more than just, regenerating this part of the video. It's about face, it's about head, it's about everything related to, how we actually behave in a video. So that's where it's like human editing, basically.
I love it. So that was super interesting. Well, thank you very much for your insight, and thank you for your speech later today at SlatorCon Silicon Valley, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you. My co-founder is speaking.
Yeah.